Welcome to Learning with Aditi's channel, and in this video I am going to cover Freedom poem. This poem is very much amazing, and this freedom this freedom poem is based on the ancient time when our India was under the control of the Britishers. Okay, so little bit this poem is emotional and little bit it is amazing, or what we can say to this, interesting. Okay, okay. So the poet name of this poem is Rabindranath Tagore, and now I'm going to say something about the poet, because before reading any poem it's very important, okay, to tell something about the poet. Okay, so Rabindranath Tagore was a poet, song writer, story writer, dramatist, philosopher, and educator. He started writing in Bengali and began translating his collection of poems Gitanjali into English. It was published in September 1912 in London. In 1915, he received the Nobel Prize for Literature for Gitanjali. He wrote over 1,000 poems, 8 volumes of short stories, almost 2 dozen plays and playlets. Each novels and many books and history on philosophy, religion, education, and social topics. He also composed more than 2,000 songs, both the music and lyrics. Two of them became the national anthems of India and Bangladesh. In 1929, he even began painting. He was fondly called Guru Dev. Okay, so few lines I told about the poet because it's very much important before reading any poem. Okay, so let's come to the point. Okay, so let's read the poem. Freedom from fear is the freedom I claim for you, my motherland. So here the poet is telling that freedom can be only when the fear will not be there. And in ancient time, the fear was Britishers. Okay, because if fear will be there, then freedom cannot be take place. And why this poet is telling this first line? Freedom from fear is the freedom, because he want that the India become independent. India got freedom. Because of that, the poet is telling the first line. Let's proceed to the third line. Freedom from the burden of ages, bending your head, breaking your back, blinding your eyes to the beckoning call of the future. Freedom, the word itself, had become a burden from the ages. And when freedom will not be there, obviously the slavery will be there. So the slavery for a long time bending their head. Your is referring to the people of the India as well as India. Okay? So the slavery for a long time bending their head. The hard work for the Britishers is breaking their back, and the eyes had just blinded there. The future is nice, but due to weakness, they lost their vision and hope for such a better future. Okay, let's go to next stanza. Freedom from the shackles of slumber wherewith You fasten yourself in night stillness, mistrusting the star that speak of truth's adventurous path, freedom from the anarchy of destiny. Now here, as freedom was not there that time, so freedom has just slumbered, wherewith India India tied herself in the darkness and the silence of the night, mistrusting the star that speaks of truth, adventurous paths, freedom from the anarchy of destiny. In the dark sky, the star, and that star speaks of truth, adventurous path. But the people of the India don't trust on the guiding star. Okay, let's proceed. Freedom from the anarchy of destiny. As we all know that people used to believe in India on destiny. Okay, so blind faith in destiny will lead us to anarchy. Therefore, the freedom from the chains of their superstitious belief in destiny. Okay, let's proceed. Okay, whose sails are weakly yielded to the blind, uncertain winds, and the helm to a hand ever rigid and cold as death. Now, India is just like a ship which is surrounding by a uncertain winds, and the captain has died, and his hand became rigid and cold. Freedom from the insult of dwelling in a puppet world where movements are started through brainless wire repeated through mindless habit. The India is referring to the insult of dwelling of a puppet's world. Why? Because whatever Britishers were advising or were instructing to the people of the India, the India's people have to do that. So it's just like a puppet, and the Indian people was just like a puppet of the Britishers, where movements are started through brainless were repeated through mindless habits, where there was no rights for the India's people to express their opinion, to express their emotions. So that's why it is telling brainless wire and mindless habits, where figure wait with patience and obedience for the master of souls. Whatever master is referring here, students, to the Britishers. Whatever Britishers will show, whatever Britishers will tell, whatever Britishers will instruct, that only India's people have to do that time. Okay, to be stirred into mystery of life, and the life was just like an imitation. Okay, and life is just like an imitation, means that life was not actual, and really that life is not a life. And it's written by Rabindranath Tagore. This we have read before only. Okay, so students, I hope that this video has enjoyed you, entertained you, and I hope that after listening this video, no doubts will be there. All doubts have been cleared. I hope that. Okay, and please subscribe, like, and share this video, because what happens, many person just watch the video but they don't like or subscribe it. Please subscribe it, please like it. Okay, and After this video I'm going to upload one again new video, and that will be based on the umbrella man. Okay, I hope that the chapter will be there in your book. Okay, so please share, like and subscribe it, and don't forget to press the bell icon. And for now, bye and see you to all. So don't forget to subscribe this all things. Please do that.